The people are real. The cases are questionable. The rulings are definitely fake. These people have COVID-19 disputes. Both parties have agreed to drop their complaints and have their issues resolved remotely here in Kyla's court. They've submitted their disputes through our online forum for a resolution from Judgy Kyla. And now, here's Judgy Kyla. All rise. Kyla's court is now in session.
You may be seated. Today we have a very disturbing dispute to settle between Helen Heinrichs at Heinrichs_Helen and the Edmonton police. She says, okay, this bugged me for a long time and I could never get an answer. Years ago, when in Edmonton, some creep climbed up onto my second floor balcony. Police called. I wanted the guy charged with trespassing. They said no, as the balcony is common area. Is that so? Well, Helen, the answer is a very legal answer. It depends. If the balcony is accessible only by your unit, then it's not common property. The balcony is your property, and anybody climbing up onto the balcony is trespassing. If it's a creep, and they're creeping along your balcony at night, they should be charged in those circumstances. Secondly, if the balcony is shared by many other units, and the person is climbing up there, then the question would come down to whether or not they're a resident of your condominium building, or a guest of one of the people that live there. If they're not a resident or an invited guest, then it doesn't matter whether it's common property, because it's not property that they have the right to be on. But if the person is a resident or a guest, and it is a commonly shared balcony among the units, then unfortunately, they are entitled to climb up on it, subject to any strata bylaws. If the police weren't willing to help you in this circumstance, you may want to go to your strata council and see if they have any recommendations about what to do. They often have authority to fine or reprimand individuals who are found breaching the strata unit rules, and in strata buildings, there's often rules about how you can access common property and the circumstances in which common property can be used, including rules about the times at which common property like balconies, weightlifting rooms, pools, gyms, that type of thing can be used. So another option, if you ever find yourself in this situation again, would be to look at your strata bylaws and see if there's something that can be done that way if the police are refusing to assist. I really do feel sorry that you had to go through that. And for any creeps out there who think it's okay to climb up on a balcony, get your head straight. Go in the front door like anybody else. That's my ruling.
Tune in for another exciting episode of Kyla's Court.
Kyla's Court is not a real court. All submissions are the express property of Kyla Lee Heavy Industries and Lee Pharmaceuticals, a division of Lee Shipbuilding and Dredging.